The Women's Center, founded in 1977, provides safety, shelter, and support for women and their families affected by domestic violence, sexual assault, and abuse. 1 in 3 women will be sexually abused, and 1 in 4 women are affected by domestic violence during their lifetime. The Women's Center, an independent nonprofit human service agency, offers a safe haven for those women and facilitates their development. Women facing difficult life challenges find a place to grow and thrive at no cost to them.
Our mission is to help families who are experiencing domestic violence and/or sexual assault and abuse work through that trauma and ultimately live a life free from violence. And we do that through all of our programs and services.
They gave me that confidence that I could live a life without violence and that I deserved that.
The Women's Center's many services, all free, include emergency shelter for abused women and their children, transitional living, 24-hour hotline, group and individual counseling, on-site child care, child abuse prevention programming, legal advocacy, employment counseling, and life skills development. In order to be accessible to all who need their services, the Center also provides translation and interpretation in any language, community education and violence prevention programming, and information and referral services.
The people that come to us for help it's multi-layered, multifaceted. And so that's why it's important for us to be able to provide the array of services that we do.
You have to find a new way to live. You have to find a new, safe way to live. And I learned all of that here. I learned it at the Women's Center. I learned how to keep myself safe. I learned how to keep my son safe. I wouldn't be sitting here. Literally, I would not be sitting here.
24-hour hotline is important because, number one, it's 24 hours and people can call confidentially. They can also call toll-free. It's often the first entry point into any of our programs and services.
Because domestic violence doesn't have a time limit. It doesn't operate from 9 to 5. It can happen 24 hours a day.
These programs give women the opportunity to travel a better path to a quality life.
Without the Women's Center, I don't know what the outcome would have been, because they helped me make a plan.
Victims of domestic violence come from all backgrounds.
Domestic violence and sexual assault knows no socioeconomic boundaries. There is no perfect picture or image of what a victim looks like or what a perpetrator looks like. It's not endemic to one specific culture, one specific zip code.
The Women's Center's dedicated staff of caring professionals finds positive solutions for the courageous women who come to the center, determined to find a way forward for themselves and their families.
To have that resolve and the courage, it takes so much inner strength and inner power to come forward.
It takes an amazing amount of courage, and every single woman that comes here is just her own hero.
There are numerous volunteer opportunities to support the work of the Women's Center.
So volunteers are coming in and they're providing another layer of comfort and support. And volunteers really are the ones who maintain our grounds, our property, our buildings. I don't think we would be able to do half of what we do without our volunteer corps.
And since all services of the Women's Center are provided free of charge, we rely on community support for our mission.
The work that we do here is so important, and we really need the support of the entire community to address the issue.
The Women's Center. Safety, shelter, support.
Everybody deserves a life free from violence.
The Women's Center matters. It gave me a new life.
Everybody deserves a life free from the emotional and verbal abuse.
It gave me a healthier way to live. It gave me a safe place to fall.
The Women's Center matters because lives matter.